Hello, everyone. My name is Lucy Chioma. I'm a learning designer and the founder of Agrodemy, a platform that supports agribusiness owners across Africa to design short online courses and blended physical training program. I work mostly with instructors and learners who do not always have stable internet, constant power supply, or access to laptops. Many of them teach and learn entirely on their phone. That reality has deeply shaped how I think about online and blended learning and it learns I'll be using throughout this session. In this session, I'll be walking you through practical low resource strategies for online teaching. This is not about using every tool available or designing perfect courses. Instead, it's about organizing your courses clearly, engaging learners meaningfully, giving feedback consistently, and designing assessments that would work when connectivity is limited. Everything I'll share is based on what we actively use at Agrodemy and what has worked for our instructors and learners. At Agrodemy, we work with existing agribusiness owners who want to teach what they know. Most are not professional educators, and many are new to online teaching. Our learners are often working professionals, farm managers, processors, and entrepreneurs who are learning alongside real jobs. This means learning has to be practical, flexible, and respectful of their time and data limits. That context forces us to design with intention and not assumption. Low resource design is not about lowering standards, it's about removing unnecessary barriers. When courses assume fast internet, long video streaming, or constant availability, learners drop off, not because they lack motivation, but because the design didn't consider their reality. So designing for low bandwidth and mobile access actually improves clarity and inclusion for everyone. Universities often use Canvas, while on Agrodemy we use Tutor LMS Pro on WordPress. Tutor LMS works well in our context because it's simple to learn, mobile friendly, and can be managed fully from a smartphone. As the instructor, you don't need advanced technical knowledge to upload lessons, assignments, or quizzes. The key takeaway here is not the platform itself, but choosing this LMS that fits both your need as an instructor and our learners' access realities. In low resource environment, less is more. So we encourage you as instructor to focus on three things: clear content organization, simple assignments, and reliable communication. When learners can easily find what to watch, what to do, and how to ask questions, they stay engaged even if the technology isn't perfect. A clear structure reduces anxiety and increases completion. So at our Agrodemy, we recommend a predictable structure. Start with a welcome module, a weekly or modular session, one clear task per lesson, and simple what to do next instruction. Learners should never have to guess what come next in your courses. We always advise you as instructor to provide a downloadable syllabus and course schedule. This allow the learners to plan ahead, track progress offline, and reduce dependencies on logging into the LMS frequently. Structure builds trust, and trust keep learners moving forward. Now, not all learning needs videos. Some need short videos, some audios only explanation, some compressed files, and downloadable PDF. The goal is to allow your learners learn flexibly. So when learners can pause, replay, or return learn later, learning becomes more sustainable. So we encourage you to use micro learning, static assets, and audio options. For assessment, your assessment does not need to require constant internet access. At Agrodemy, we encourage you to use downloadable worksheets, photos or video submissions via WhatsApp, short quizzes inside the LMS, and practical tasks completed in real workplaces. What matters is the evidence of learning, not where it happens. Now, feedback is something that is very, very important for us. So when LMS feedback becomes difficult, we use WhatsApp, voice note, or email. And this is what we encourage you to use because timely, clear, and encouraging feedback help learners to understand where they stand and how to improve, even without live sessions. Engagement does not always require complex tool. So we encourage you to use simple discussion prompts, reflection questions, and pair sharing in WhatsApp group to create meaningful interaction at very low data cost. Community can exist without heavy platforms. So learners don't just connect with content, they also connect with people. So we always encourage you as an instructor to build your presence so that you can motivate them, create accountability and trust. We always advise that your introduction video and closing video should be your full face so that it bridges the gap between the platform and the learner. At Agrodemy, we strongly encourage you as an instructor to record real course introduction and course completion videos. This can be recorded using Google Meet, your phone, or a simple recording setup, but the video should be in landscape format for authenticity for these learners. For course introduction video, we always encourage you to invite your learners into their learning community. We encourage you to ask learners to introduce themselves in the WhatsApp group when they join, where they are learning from and what they hope to gain. These small steps also build connection very early. We recommend you hosting your videos on YouTube for reliability and mobile access. Unlisted videos are best for paid courses or cohort-based courses, and public videos work well for awareness and introductory lessons. YouTube streams better on low bandwidth than most LMS players. So when videos are public, they should guide learners back to the full course. We always recommending ending your videos by inviting learners to access certification, WhatsApp community, and downloadable resources inside the full course, especially if they are watching it on a public video on YouTube. For learners who struggle to download files from the LMS, we encourage all our instructors to host the PDFs on a platform called AgriBooks, which is our online agricultural library. We advise using short links so our learners can easily copy and access these materials. This is not an alternative, it is not a replacement for LMS upload, but to make them learn easily. In conclusion, effective online teaching in low resource context comes down to clarity, presence, flexibility, and empathy. Technology should support learning, not block it. When we design with learners' reality in mind, learning becomes possible and sustainable. We're super excited to have you as a tutor on Agrodemy, and we believe that with this training, you better understand how to work with learners, how to design programs that help learners to learn with ease on your courses. But above all, you are able to ensure that your presence is felt by these learners, even when they attend to these courses without it being a live session. Thank you for your time and your attention, and I would love to hear from you. What was one small change you need to make today to better support your learners with limited connectivity? Lastly, what is one tool that you are super excited to use as a tutor on agrodemy.net? If you'd like to continue this conversation, you can always reach out to me on lucy@agrodemy.net, and I'm happy to support you on this journey. Once again, welcome to the Agrodemy Learners community, and we are super excited to have you. Thank you.